within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch. Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
The Bucks trail. Here's Carter Williams. That doesn't go either for Carter Williams.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely. I think he should have converted that one.
You know, last year the Bucks knew that to make the playoffs would be a real stretch. Strange, kind of, when you consider that year before, 2013, they had gotten to the playoffs, but it just goes to show you things change quickly.
Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And it's Terry off the drive, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball. Rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
The first free throw is good.
Well, you know, not everybody was happy with Dwight Howard's signing in Houston. The Rockets starting center, Amir Ashiq, was not shy about expressing his displeasure. And, you know, I think that hung over the team for a while. And it wasn't until late in the season that was kind of put to rest.
Houston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Harden has a wide open look. The Rockets again can't hit. The Bucks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And early on last season, the Rockets tried starting Dwight Howard and Ashiq together, but it didn't last year.
Well, it worked defensively, Kevin, but on offense, there just wasn't enough floor spacing. So from that point on, Kevin McHale would only use that combination against certain matchups. But for the most part, he went with a smaller format.
Here's Terry. Ariza outside from deep. Rebound, Milwaukee. And Middleton kicks to Carter Williams. And the rejection by Harden. And now here comes Terry leading the break. Stolen by Henson. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter of the game. The feed to Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. Drains the three-pointer. Middleton's got 7. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Moniunas kicks to Beverly. And the 3-ball is good. Beverly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, you look at Patrick Beverly, and I think he embodies the phrase Chicago tough. He's relatively unknown growing up and hooping in the playgrounds of West Chicago. He's always played the game with an edge, though, and that served him well as an NBA player.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Bayless. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The dish to Moniunas. Rebound by Parker.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
And that's a nice finish for the big fella there. I mean, he used his length very well under the basket.
There may be more athletic players around the league, but, Steve, not many bigger ones.
And I'll tell you what, Kevin, I'd like to see him even take advantage of that size more often on the offensive end and be more aggressive.
Brewer off target from outside. Bucks leading by 4. Parker with it. Now Smith defending. It's Parker with the...
Hammer time!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
The three from Dudley. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Boy, ends the quarter with a dead-eye three as the buzzer sounds.
They had that set up, I think.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Bucks lead by 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
And you could see early on, guys, they were going to go inside and try to establish their offense in the paint area. That's exactly what they've done.
And I think that's exactly where they should continue to attack moving forward, Steve.
Moniunas out there with Smith. Then it's Pablo Prigioni. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Brewer in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Well, for Giannis Antetokounmpo and his brother Thanasis, a second-round pick, a dramatic change of fortune. Living in Athens, they struggle. Thanasis said, we'd be on the street selling a toy, a watch, something. And it's a good day because we didn't starve that day. Guys, their attitude hasn't changed. They try to save every penny.
They know how much every dollar can matter. Doris, thanks. Dudley, no luck.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
Here's Beverley. Cans it from short range. Beverley's got his second bucket of the night.
Patrick Beverley is absolutely a hound dog defensively. He's got so much pit bull in him and how he goes about defending people at that guard spot. He's not a big playmaker or scorer. He's basically a three-point shooter and a defensive specialist.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And Patrick Beverley, a nice find for the Houston Rockets, makes an ideal pairing with Harden in the backcourt.
Yeah, he sure does, Kevin, because he's tough, he's defensive-minded. He's a good complement to Harden, and I think any team in the league would love to have him just because of that toughness and that competitive desire.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Parker. Chris Middleton comes in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Carter Williams in for Jared Bayless. Terry outside. Hands it from downtown. Terry's got 5 points so far.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow three, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Such a careless pass. Got to keep your head in the game here.
Rockets trail by 6. Beverley, the pass to Howard. Houston moving the ball around. Nice shot by Terry.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Carter Williams kicks to Dudley. Brewer with the rebound. Brewer's got his third rebound tonight. The shot is off, and Milwaukee will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. They've been winning that battle.
The Bucks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
You know, there's always a little hesitation with newly formed star-loaded teams, and you wondered if the Rockets would click early last year. They did, and ended up with the 4 seed out west.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Rebound, Milwaukee.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Here's Carter Williams. Rebounded by Howard.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Dudley, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. The pigs try to get it. Park it like it's fine. Park it like it's fine. Park it like it's fine. Moving, get an attitude. Pop it like it's fine. Pop it like it's fine. Pop it.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Rockets trail by 9. Harden right side. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
Free throw good, James Harden.
James Harden with the most famous beard in the NBA. In fact, he leaves his barber in charge of trimming it, so you can give him all the credit, or maybe the blame, depending on how you look at it.
The shot's good from Bayless. Bayless has got his first 2 points.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Here's Harden, and he drops in the layup off the glass. In Harden, a relatively quiet demeanor. Some have even said moody, but clearly he's embraced his new leading role in Houston.
And he said as much himself. He looks at the Rockets as his team, and you can see it in his demeanor on the court. With that leadership comes responsibility, and I think he's ready to continue to step into that. That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment. Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits. How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So you got to make some adjustments defensively.
Rockets trail by 9. And Henson pulls it down.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Bayless dishes to Mayo.
They should think about working it inside a little more. I mean, the threes were falling earlier, but that hasn't been the case here in the second quarter. They've got to think about getting inside of that arc and taking some higher percentage shots.
Bucks leading by 7. Tries a 3, and Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Rockets have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Harden the pass to Ariza. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play. Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from Bayless. Both free throws good from Bayless.
And the free throws are starting to pile up a little bit here, more so than in the first quarter.
And that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Harden against Mayo.
Defensive foul.
And here's Harden for 3. Here's Howard. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot 1 more at the free throw line.
It's a great play under the boards for him. And, you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Now Bayless. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Bucks on top, leading by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third.